All right, Shalom. It's the brother Quanah. I'd like to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Bakakwadash. Back today with another lesson. This one is going to be entitled Wise to Do Evil, right? And it's just a title I got. I was watching a video of an elder, and he put up a video, and he was just going into our, pretty much our people, and how when you look at the nature of our people, meaning the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, right? When you look at the nature of our people, and pretty much like anything that we do, as far as like entertainment goes, what our people is pushing out more than anything is evilness, wickedness, whether it's murder, doing drugs, committing adultery, whatever it may be. That's the nature of our people. That's the energy that we push out more than anything else, right? And pretty much what they're doing is they selling their soul, right? Because they doing it, it's all for entertainment, but they doing it for, for money. You know what I mean? That Esau's paying them, to push that energy out there, and it excuse me, it attacks the, the ways and the minds of the younger generations coming up, thinking that that's what they got to do in order to make it in society, and which is in turn keeping us in sin, right? And so that's where I got the title from, Wise to Do Evil, right? Because that's what we'll rather do. You know what I mean? And when I say evil, I'm going into like, doing anything that's contrary to the word. You know what I mean? Whatever the word says to do, what the word deems righteous and what the word deems wickedness, we do the opposite of righteous. We'll rather go towards the wicked ways, right? Because we want what we see, like all the materialistic things that we see. Our idols is these rappers, these singers, these top athletes, all of these people. You know what I mean? We seeing these people on TV, it look like they living a good life. You know what I mean? We want what they got. They got all the nice cars, the jewelry, the women, the nice houses. But what they was doing to get all of those things, right, is iniquity. So without further ado, I'm gonna jump into it. I'm gonna start off in the book of Jeremiah, the 4th chapter, in the 22nd verse, right? And it says, "For my people is foolish; they have not known me. They are Sidon's children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge." Right? Because they got no knowledge of the scriptures. To do good is following the law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord. If you follow the law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord to the best of your ability, then you're gonna have morals about yourself. You know what I mean? There's gonna be things that when you face with certain things, you're gonna consider the Lord. Like everything you do, you're gonna start considering the Lord. Like, damn, should I do that? Damn, man, that's going. You know what I mean? And that's having knowledge. You know what I mean? And that's wisdom. Right? So from there, I'm going to jump to the book of Matthew, 16th chapter, in the 26th verse. And it says, "For what is a man profiteth if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul?" So like I was saying, our idols, right? Growing up, these kids' idols and stuff, these top athletes, all the people that you see on TV that look like they living it up, living a good life. They got everything that they could ever want, everything that they could ever dream of, you know what I mean? But what did it take for them to get that? Them people be full of secrets, full of demons and stuff that they did to get that. And you could tell just by the way they dress, by the way they look. You know what I mean? You could look at a lot of these athletes and a lot of these rappers and these entertainers of who they was before they got the fame and now who they is now. They getting their nails and shit painted, toenails and shit painted. You know what I mean? Got this colorful ass hair, pink color, blonde, colorful ass hair in their head. You know what I mean? These is all feminine ways, right? So now if we now on the outside looking in, You look at the younger generation, they see that's the image that they seeing, right? And these people are becoming very influential on the younger generation. So when they see them, they wake up, they turn their TV on, you know what I mean, watching music videos or even watching sports or whatever, and they seeing these people, they think that that's the right way to go, but really, that's keeping them in sin. That's contrary to the Lord. So I'm gonna keep going. And lose his own soul, or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? Right? So what they giving in exchange for their soul is materialistic things. Jewelry, house, car, all of that stuff. And they wise to do evil, but knowledge they have no understanding. Right? From there I'm gonna jump to the Apocrypha, right? This is First Maccabees, and the 11th verse. It says, "In those days went out of Israel wicked men, who persuaded many." Right. So now this is talking about thousands of years ago, right? But now if you fast forward it until today, when it said, "In those days went out wicked men who persuaded many," these are the faces, the prominent faces that you see on TV today, right? They sent out by Esau to persuade the people, right? Saying, "Let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us." Now, who is the heathen? Now, the heathen is Esau. So now they going to make a covenant. They making a covenant. They signing a contract with Esau. You know what I mean? To push out their agenda, because they targeting a certain group of people, which is the younger generation. Majority are people, right? For them to push out this LGBTQ community shit, you know what I mean? And all different types of shit. But the people who actually putting a plan together, they aren't the people that's on the forefront doing it, right? So what they doing is they electing certain people, pretty much tell them like, look, if y'all do this for us, then we'll make sure that y'all have whatever it is that y'all want. Go out and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us, for since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow. Right. So now you look at the lower level people who don't really got shit, who ain't really doing nothing. You know what I mean? Or no, let's put it like this. So we done seen many different entertainers, you know what I'm saying, who was super talented, that's done came up and probably had like a one-hit wonder song or something like that. Or you might see a famous athlete who was very talented, you know what I mean, that had a little bit of shine. Now, when you think about it, why is that? Now, you might think like, okay, he might have just got injured, or the people just, as far as sports go, or rapping or singing, or the people just might not have been feeling his music. He just was a one-hit wonder. But really, in all naturality, if you dig deeper, if you look deeper, then it was 9 times out of 10 chance it was something that they didn't agree with. You know what I'm saying? As far as like making a covenant with Esau, and the reason why they not on the level that you see some of the top people, on a high level that they on now, right? Because you could almost believe that 100%, 99.9% of the time, all these top people like Oprah Winfrey's, Jay-Z's, Kanye West, LeBron James, all of these people, man, they got where they at, by selling out. They ain't just get up there because Esau, he not making it that easy for us. Believe that or not. Where was that? That's First Maccabees. Now from there we're gonna jump to book of Ecclesiastes. This is the 12th chapter and 13th verse. It says, "Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man." So this is what we're supposed to be doing. You know what I mean? As children of the Lord, we supposed to be spreading the truth to the lost sheep of Israel, the ones who's not woke, and just letting them know the reason why we in the situation that we in, the predicament that we in as a nation. You know what I mean? And hopefully whoever you speak to, it'll click to them. They'll hear it and they'll digest it. You know what I mean? And then it might spark a plug in their brain, and they might start going and doing a little bit more research, reading a little more, and pass the torch on. It's like a virus. You know what I mean? And that's what we're supposed to be doing. Now we're gonna jump to the book of Zephaniah, right? Zephaniah 3 and 5. It say, "The just Lord is in the midst thereof. He will not do iniquity. Every morning doth he bring his judgment to light. He faileth not, but the unjust knoweth no shame." Right? So he is in the midst thereof. He's all around about us. You know what I mean? And, every morning he brings his judgment to light. So all of these deaths and all of these murders from these entertainers and stuff that we seeing, this is not by coincidence. Not by coincidence. That's the Lord doing that. And he's doing that for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Because we are living in sin, iniquity, constant. You know what I'm saying? And then that energy that they pushing out there to our people, the Lord ain't pleased with that. This is Amos 3 and 6. "Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people be not afraid? Not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord have not done it?" There you go, right there. You know what I mean? So the Lord he's taking credit for all that we seeing, good and evil. You know what I mean? You gotta, and that's why we gotta give him all the praise, because nothing goes on without his approval. So with that being said, I'm gonna end it off there. Hopefully this was an edifying video. Wise to do evil. I'm going to end it off by giving our praise to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash.